Welcome back to Monday Inspiration and Motivation, a space for slowing down, reflecting, and starting the week with intention. In this episode, I'm sharing the moment I decided to take my health seriously, not through extremes or pressure, but by starting slow. We'll talk about managing diabetes with intention, easing into healthier routines, using simple tools like journaling and meal planning, and learning to trust the journey one small step at a time. If you're navigating a season of change, feeling unsure where to begin, or simply wanting to feel better in your body and your life, I hope this episode meets you right where you are. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin. Turning 50 came with more than cake and birthday wishes. It came with a reality check. The day after my birthday, I didn't feel like myself. Truthfully, I hadn't felt good in a very long time. I kept chalking it up to menopause symptoms, stress, age, anything but the real issue I already knew in the back of my mind. As a diabetic for over a decade, I've always understood what helps me manage my blood sugar. The problem wasn't knowledge, it was consistency. Eventually, my body forced me to pay attention. This is the moment everything changed, and the healthy lifestyle changes I'm making to take back control of my well-being. What I finally had to admit to myself. Even though I took my medication regularly, my morning blood sugars were spiking. I felt sluggish, foggy, and exhausted. Deep down, I knew why. I wasn't sticking to a diet that supported my diabetes. Late-night eating became a habit. My activity level declined. I gained 15 pounds over the course of a year and a half. It wasn't a mystery, it was avoidance. And that honesty became the starting point for real diabetes management. The doctor's visit that changed everything. When my doctor told me my A1C was not just high, but astronomically out of range, something inside me clicked. This wasn't about judgment or shame, it was about reality. I deserved to feel better. I deserved to be healthier. I deserved to stop surviving and start living again. That moment wasn't scary, it was clarifying. My new health plan, built for real life. I knew I couldn't fix everything overnight, and honestly, trying that approach before is exactly why I failed. So this time, I gave myself permission to start slow. 1. Slow keto, not shock keto. Instead of jumping into a strict keto lifestyle cold turkey, I'm easing my way in. Repeating the same weekly meals to build consistency, cutting back on late-night snacking gradually, learning keto recipes one at a time, adjusting my pantry slowly instead of all at once. This approach supports sustainability instead of burnout. 2. Returning to the gym one day at a time. I'm not pretending I'll suddenly become a 5-day-a-week gym person. 1 day a week, consistently, is my starting point. Once that feels natural, I'll add another. Pressure has no place in this chapter of my life. 3. Grocery lists, meal planning, and simplicity. To set myself up for success, I created a realistic grocery list and planned meals I can repeat each week. I'll share them here as I learn new recipes and refine what works best for my body. Alongside that, I've started keeping a simple journal to track my progress. Not to obsess over numbers, but to notice patterns, reflect on how I'm feeling, and stay mindful of what's working. Writing things down helps me stay focused and intentional. I also committed to grocery shopping with a plan. Walking into a store without a list has never worked in my favor, so having my meals and groceries written out helps me make aligned choices and avoid distractions. These small practices bring clarity, reduce overwhelm, and keep me grounded in the goals I've set for myself. And that's the plan, for now. This is where I am right now. Not rushing, not trying to fix everything at once, just taking the next right step and trusting that it's enough. I've learned that when I move too fast, I become overwhelmed and discouraged. But when I move slowly and intentionally, I stay present and grounded. I'm choosing mindfulness over pressure, consistency over extremes, and faith over fear. I'm trusting God to guide me through this journey, to give me wisdom when I need direction, patience when progress feels slow, and grace when I fall short. This season isn't about control. It's about surrender, showing up daily, and believing that I don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. And with that mindset, it feels natural to pause, reflect, and hold space for prayer. A moment of reflection and intention. Lately, I've been reading Maria Shriver's Sunday Paper, a weekly digital publication and community centered on reflection, personal growth, faith, service, and meaningful living. It isn't a traditional news outlet. It's designed to be a pause from the noise of the week. One thing I've grown to appreciate is how she ends her articles with a prayer. It's grounding, comforting, and inclusive, a pause to reflect. Going forward, I want to do the same. Not just for myself, but for anyone who may be walking through their own season of change, healing. An invitation to begin gently. This chapter of my life isn't about perfection. It's about choosing myself, listening to my body, and creating healthy lifestyle habits that support my future. If you're managing diabetes, entering a new decade, or simply tired of not feeling your best, I invite you to walk this journey with me. We don't have to rush. We just have to start. Together. A prayer for strength on the health journey. May we all find the strength to take the first step, even when the path ahead feels overwhelming. May we trust our bodies enough to listen and trust ourselves enough to begin again at any age, at any moment. Grant us the courage to make small changes that lead to big healing, the patience to keep going when progress feels slow, and the grace to forgive ourselves on the hard days. May everyone reading this feel supported. As you go about your day, take care, be well, trust your journey, and remember to live everyday life very simple. See you next Monday.